The police came back 3 days later. 2 officers this time, different faces, a laptop between them instead of a notepad. They asked me to show them everything, the messages, the photos, the timestamps I'd saved obsessively in folders labeled by date and platform. They didn't interrupt while I scrolled. That scared me more than if they had. One of them leaned closer to the screen. "Can you scroll back to the first message again?" I did. They exchanged a look. "We ran the chat logs through Cyber," the officer said carefully. "Cross-referenced timestamps, routing paths, compression signatures." I waited. They didn't soften it. "He wasn't messaging you from overseas." My throat went dry. "But he said—" "We know what he said," the other officer cut in. "But the traffic doesn't line up. The delays you noticed weren't distance, they were choice." They turned the laptop toward me, a timeline, markers stretching back months. "He's been in the UK at least 6 weeks before the first message," the first officer said, "possibly longer." I felt dizzy. "And the photos?" I asked. "Local," she replied. "All of them." I thought about the night I received the first image, how I'd been sitting in my room, convinced the danger was still theoretical, still digital. "He didn't start with messages," the second officer said quietly. "He started with surveillance. 6 months. That was their estimate. 6 months of watching me leave the house, come home, turn lights on and off. 6 months of learning routines before I ever knew he existed." "So why now?" I asked. "Why tell me?" They didn't have an answer. "That's the problem," one of them said. "People who hide this long usually don't announce themselves unless something changes." "Like what?" She hesitated. "Like the plan reaching its final stage." They still couldn't act. No address, no confirmed sighting, no direct threat, no crime that fit neatly into a box. They told me to stay alert, to call if I saw him, to keep logging everything. As they stood to leave, the younger officer paused. "Has he stopped messaging?" I shook my head. "No." She nodded slowly. "That might be intentional." That night, the messages came again. Different tone, less playful. "You weren't supposed to know yet." I didn't respond. Another message followed. "But it's fine. You're still right on schedule." My phone buzzed once more. 6 months is a long time to watch someone long enough to get attached. I checked the cameras. Every feed was clear. But for the first time since this started, I understood something with terrifying clarity. Jude hadn't revealed himself because he was careless. He revealed himself because he was ready. And whatever he'd been waiting for, it was almost here. Check my page for part 7 to see what happens next.